need to release, I just be. I just be. I just be. Been asked one time to explain myself. Why I put pen to paper is for my health. It could be for the money, it could be for the fame, and to sift through the thoughts and emotions filtered through my brain, through the cells that I aim to understand. I learned to study, man. This includes myself, how I act and understand my environment. Yeah, that's my mirror. It shows me what I need to change. So in my understanding, I'm changing that anger, man. I'm changing that depression game. Coming from a mile away, I'm pushing out the negative just to have a better day. Yeah. I just be. I sit, stand, kneel, pushing paper on that deal. Asking for the patience in my care. All the people that surround me, for all of them too. Whether 6, 4s or 5s or going on 1, 2. 12, 1, 2, check it, mic, check it, 1, 2. RawNé chilling on these vibes in the greenhouse with the crew. Where my tribes ride vibes, ride energy up. Kicking on the beat with the beat that made the cut. In my ear, funky, fresh, like I'm liking it. Right? Yeah, that's my ish, it's right on my vibe. Letting me chill, relaxing on the mind. Letting me know that's the sound of my life. And I'm doing alright, yeah, I'm doing alright. Yeah, I just chill. I just chill. Going in once again is RawNé on the mic, and I'm coming from the Valley, Central Valley 209, Mudville, Stockton, poor city life. Cali, living in the streets, that's a West Coast vibe. NorCal, Stockton 209 with the D to the G, records, music, life, and we coming in time, Yeah, we just chill. We just chill.
Yo, I try to stay grounded and disconnect from all the business whenever I get a minute to just reflect. I take a little breath, notice that it affects my inner stress and intellect. That's when it lets me feel the best. Yes, I can't believe everything that's happening. I'm living happily and seeing life adapt to me. And still I'm capturing the energy organically. I'm breathing vitality when I'm leaving to catch a breeze. It helps me positively charge. Vitamin nature, I just got it in the yard. So keep on bringing the peace with hopes to limit disease. The power of love is a healing machine. I know that you feel it, it's living in me. My heart and it's been on my sleeve. I'm hoping to open it spiritually. Cause when you are limited with your beliefs, to bring out the vision within all your dreams. These types of things will turn your aura blue. Yeah, manifesting everything you'll ever need. There's nothing more to do so.
Say la vie, okay, now here we go. You say what you is what you say. Believe in yourself. heroes can grow from concrete. EKG will beat until the heart ceases. Please believe this is not my last thesis. Carpe diem, the moment that you see it. Go get 'em. Carpe noctem, the moment that you got them. Either way, you gotta live for today. We make our own prophecy, no one can take it away. I'ma just coast, cause I've been pedaling uphill. Sometimes in the sunshine, you gotta chill. I'ma just go. Never let life get to me. I'ma just go. Let the good times set me free. I'ma just go. Need some time to let me breathe. I'ma just go. Time to be all I can be. I'ma just go. Never let life get to me. I'ma just go. Let the good times set me free. I'ma just go. Need some time to let me breathe. I'ma just go. Time to be all I can be.
These days we're living the best we can, just scraping to get by eye to eye. Not like the past times, just sitting here asking God why. We have to suffer to make things better. Let it go on any longer. I just want the best. I just want the best for my life. So here every day I hear talk of hate. I see history battling it out today. I wish it would all just go away. Let it go, they say. Because we are the children of Mother Earth, can you listen? Divided all nations. Come together, come together, yeah. We are the people, we are the people. Here's the church, here's the steeple. The synagogue and the feeble. Let's push in the good, out the evil. We are the people, we are the people. Here's the church, here's the steeple. The synagogue and the feeble. Let's push in the good, out the evil. She loves her, he loves him. Why not just let the love in? Waiting for the judgment to come to an end. Everyone with their view of how it all began. Why is it so hard to just be friends? Families arguing until the bitter ends. Until the bitter ends. But I hold tight, wanna make things right. Had the feeling it's gonna take all my might. Hope it's possible to win this fight. I'm gonna try. Be the best person I know I can be. Walk around, wear my heart on my sleeve. Take advantage of the soft soul that you see. It's okay, I believe. We are the people, we are the people. Here's the church, here's the steeple. The synagogue and the feeble. Let's push in the good, out the evil. We are the people, we are the people. Here's the church, here's the steeple. The synagogue and the feeble. Let's push in the good, out the evil.
We the people, be the prequel to the needed change. It'd be too lethal, we too regal. We won't let the evil reign. Relieving pain by seeking love. Reach the same, release the grudge. Free to change, we don't judge. We all can win. I believe in us, so let's all join forces and stop scorning choices and unite and start rejoicing. Take a listen to the smallest voices. Toxic poisons being spilled upon our city streets, physically and mentally. So listen to my figured speech. Let's live in peace. Reach our hands so we uplift the weak. Liquor's cheap, but we won't fix these issues by just sipping drinks. Didn't think to drain the poison down the kitchen sink. Wish we did the things that I've been saying when I'm ripping beats. I sit and breathe, contemplating how to grip the key to free our minds from hatred. That'll be our biggest victory. Open up my eyes and everybody that I see is equal. Let's fight for what is right now, homie. We the people.
We are the people, we are the steeple. The synagogue and the feeble. Let's push in the good, out the evil. We are the people, we are the people. Here's the church, here's the steeple. The synagogue and the feeble. Let's push in the good, out the evil. We are the people, we are the people. Here's the church, here's the steeple. The synagogue and the feeble. Let's push in the good, out the evil. We are the people, we are the people. Here's the church, here's the steeple. The synagogue and the feeble. Let's push in the good, out the evil.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl RawNé, and you are tuning in to Rise&Shine 209, the voice of San Joaquin and Stockton's morning show.
What's up, everybody? You heard it. It's your girl RawNé on Rise&Shine 209 with the voice of San Joaquin and Stockton, and we got Anthony Beats in the house.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. You guys do not know who this is, but I'm about to introduce you. This is somebody that I have been trying to get in here. We've been trying to make it happen for over probably about a year, huh?
Yeah, I think a little bit over a year.
Mm-hmm. So we have been trying to make that work. And so first off, let's just give a shout out to Regal Rue.
Regal Rue, that's the homie. Thank you for introducing me.
Absolutely. So Regal Rue has let us know. He let Anthony Beats know about the radio station so he could get the word out. And then he let me know about Anthony Beats, who has created so many designs for bump boxes. And we're going to get into all of that. So, yes, thank you very much. We're going to start there. So he's made it out here. It's been some time. And I'm going to let you kind of hear from him what he does for a second.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me at your show. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you, Stockton, for having me down here. I used to live down here. I'm a native of Sacramento, but I stayed down here on Knickerbocker and Bordeaux. If you know about that area, in the duplexes, yeah,
Yep.
I survived.
Yeah,
So
that part.
I'm back. So anyway, what I do is I build boom boxes out of anything like suitcases or trunks. As you can see, I have one right here called the Cool Box. I've been doing this since 1979. The reason I started was I couldn't afford a radio. So I figured out a way to build a radio. So I went to a Goodwill and I spent like 30 cents, kind of old stuff was cheaper back then.
Right, no doubt.
And I bought this little radio, opened it up, and I looked at the components and I said, I can make this work. And so I got 2 double D batteries. I got a paper clip, some tape, taped it together, put a positive negative wire, put it on my bike rack on a Converse box with the little speaker. And I had a generator to rotate it on my tire. So every time my tire spent, it kept the battery charged.
Oh, that's dope.
So when I drove by, everybody was like, how is he playing music? So that's how I got my name Young.
Oh,
so
man.
that's how I was named Anthony Beats, or you know what I'm saying? So now it's A Beats Audio is my brand.
At 14 years old, you got that name?
At 11 years
At
old.
11 years old, you got
11
that
years
name.
old. So everybody wanted me to build them music on their bike. So I was like, okay. So now here I got a hobby turned into
Right.
something I'm making money from.
So how did you start off even understanding how those components even worked?
At that time, when I was young, when I opened up a radio, I realized that the continuity, the positive, negative, the ohms, the impedances, and I learned all these things.
How did you learn it?
Just by trial and error, by burning stuff up, catching
Really?
stuff on fire, just realizing it's hooked up the wrong way. So
So you kind of had an interest in electronics.
yes.
Was it because of the music specifically?
Well, I'm a percussionist by heart. I play
Okay.
drums. I was a DJ. I make music, do all kind of stuff. I just have a music ear for music. I was in a marching band at Grand High School. I just love music and I hear music, so I envision it. So
Yes,
like if
I
I hook
hear.
something up and it doesn't sound right, then I just take it apart and hook it back up again till it sounds right.
So you just kind of follow what's inside there and you take a look at it and you just kind of figure it out because you just want that sound to come out.
It has to be perfect sound.
Right,
if it's
right,
not
I hear
if it's
you.
not sound approved by me, I don't put it out. So
Okay, so, and the only reason I ask these questions is because I think about parents out there, if they're wanting to get their kids into something, and you're saying you're starting at 11. You started at 11.
yeah.
And so the types of things that would have your mind spinning and the types of things that you had been introduced to at that time at 11 years old, that's what sparks my curiosity, like how we can get parents more involved in, what sparks those kids' interest that would cause them to be curious, more curious. And that's something more of along the lines of electricians,
Yes.
mechanics, science. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the thing is, for me, is I liked to dance back then. That's when, popping and break dancing and boogaloo and all that stuff was out. And I like to make people dance. So I'd pull up and just draw a crowd.
Nice.
And it made me happy.
On your bike.
Yeah, but it made me happy to watch people dance.
Yeah.
So after a while, I had to ditch the bike and figure out another way to carry the music around. So that's when I started using suitcases.
Oh.
And then back then, there was no CD players, no Bluetooth. It was just cassette players.
What time of period was this? 80?
This was probably 80, 81.
Okay.
And I built my first suitcase, and I actually stole it was a trombone case.
We all turn it back in, you know, it's all back.
It was a trombone case, but I looked at it and I was like, oh, I could put 4 6x9s on it because it was long.
The trombone case, right?
Yeah,
right.
it was really long, and I was like, I can fit, so I can just I can look at something to see
You're
what I
totally
want to
thinking
do.
about sound coming out of that piece.
Yeah, so it was really deep. So I put 4 6x9s on it, and I went to it was back then. It was Grand Auto. I don't think they exist anymore. They had a Kraco stereo, and it was a 2-knob cassette player.
Grand Auto, was that where Gym Boys or Target
Yeah, it
used to be?
Yeah.
Oh, vaguely remember.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I went to Radio Shack.
I'll picture
I think they got Radio Shack still. Then I got an equalizer amplifier, and then I went to a motorcycle shop and got a motorcycle battery, and I wired it all together.
Okay.
And I had a battery charger, so when the battery went dead, I just find somewhere to plug it in. But I was walking downtown to Old Sacramento, and there's a tunnel.
Oh, okay.
So when you go in the tunnel, your music is so loud.
Oh,
you
you've
can hear
got the
it for blocks.
acoustics.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So so that's where all the dancing started in Sacramento.
Was
And
in the tunnel?
was in the
Old
tunnel. It's
Sacramento.
on K Street Mall.
Oh,
and
nice.
it just it's that's a big story down there. I think to this day people are still dancing and breakdancing down there.
So now that you guys, wow, we're gonna have to go check that out because I didn't even know that they did that.
Yeah.
So that sounds really interesting that you helped to create and start that, and it's still going to this day.
Still
I
going.
wonder if they even know that out there, those who are dancing there now.
Yeah, a lot of people
So-
do. A lot of people still talk about it. It's like they got a thing going now on Facebook where everybody's saying something old. Like you think of something, then you put old after it. Somebody said the other day, the Old Sacramento Tunnel old. That's how old I am. So
So at that time you made the trombone case. How much do you think it weighed at that time?
I don't know. Probably at that time, everything was heavier. Batteries were heavy. Probably
Right.
like 60, 70 pounds. But
How
I
did you-
walked around with it like it was nothing.
Okay, so now from your inventions and your designs from then, how have they progressed?
Well, of course, I wanted it lighter because, I don't want to tear any ligaments. I'm getting older.
Right.
And plus, I want people to be able to carry the box. If they want to go to a beach, they want to go somewhere,
Yes.
they want to walk a distance, it got to be light enough
Yeah.
to carry so
Yeah.
you can throw a party anywhere. Cause
That's a big thing, being
Yeah.
able to take it out to the beach because you can't park on the beach. You got to walk down to the beach.
And it's already hard to walk through the sand.
And you're carrying your chairs, you're carrying your barbecue pits, you're dragging your ice chests.
Yeah.
You want your bump box, your boom box, your cool box, your anything that's bringing your music.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I did is I get better quality speakers with the magnet, not as big, but still just as powerful. Same with the 10-inch woofer. And then the wiring, I just made a smaller wiring harness so it doesn't be too heavy.
Okay.
And the batteries are lithium batteries that only weigh 2 pounds.
Oh, nice.
So plus you have the straps. So anything I customize is party approved. That means me and my family's already approved it and party
Right.
to it. So
Right.
everything is custom that comes out. So
Now, with this one in particular, you have, I've noticed it's like kind of like a trunk case.
I fell forward.
It's like an older case, right?
Yeah.
And how long does it take you to make a box?
Actually, I can make a box like this in one day.
And you do this here in state?
Yeah, I do all my work. Yeah, most of the time I do it in my living room or at my store.
So they're handcrafted, custom made?
Yes.
Every single individual box?
Every single individual box. I mean, a customer could call me and say that they want something a certain color, a certain size, or they can give me, for example, I had a family that had their grandfather's luggage. Excuse me, I'm trying to stand
not a
myself
problem.
back up.
Yeah, it's okay.
And
Stand
he was-
myself back up. His little figurine, you guys. You guys can get those. We're going to talk about those in a little bit.
So anyway, the grandfather was in the military. He had passed away. So he had this luggage he carried all over the world. And And what I told him, I said, well, why don't you let me recreate this so where you guys have a conversation piece and you can dance to it, and your grandfather's spirit lives on through the suitcase. So I recreated that for him. So every weekend they have their family dinners and they play the music through that. So
That's a beautiful thing.
I love doing stuff like
that's a
that,
beautiful
just
thing.
recreating something that people just are going to throw away or donate.
Yeah.
And, you know, but it's a
Create a
conversation
memorabilia piece, but that's
Yes.
actually functional and usable.
Yes.
How long do the boxes last as far as time-wise and playing it at full blast capacity? Like,
Okay. Well, if you go on my page, you'll see DJ Bobby B. He did the video shoot for "Hole in My Heart" for Sugar Free's album. Shout out to Sugar
shout
Free.
out. I know. Like,
Shout out to Sugar Free. Congratulations on the album. He used a cool box, and he said he used it at full blast for 5 or 6 hours, and he still had battery life left. So I test them, and I get about the same, but that's really turning them up over 50. I mean,
Okay.
you know, a lot of people, they say that their batteries last 12 hours, 14 hours, stuff like that.
Yes.
But that's probably at low impedance.
okay.
But if you want to throw a party, which these are built to throw parties, you turn them up.
You
and
want
let
to
'em
turn
go.
it up. Yes.
Yeah. So what I'm offering with these cool boxes is an extra battery. So if you're out and you're somewhere and you can't plug in, you just swap out the other battery.
Oh, that's nice
Yeah.
because I was going to ask that next.
And you can charge your phone at the same time.
And you can charge your phone.
Yes.
So it's also a generator port, so it provides.
It has USB,
Okay.
auxiliary. It has CD,
Oh,
AM,
you don't
FM,
see that much.
Bluetooth. I'm old school, so I like
know.
to pop in that CD.
I love that.
You know, a lot of people dusting off their CDs and getting those songs because you really can't find a lot of stuff anymore. You know, you can search it on the internet, but it's nothing like putting that CD in.
And it's so good to be able to have that because nowadays when people still want to press CDs, artists still want to press CDs.
Well, yeah.
And then you have people out in the community, for example, my aunt, she asked me to make her a CD. She wants her music on a CD where she has in her car the Bluetooth where she can just Bluetooth and get Pandora and do all that. And she doesn't really know how to operate it. So
Yeah.
to her, the CD is so much easier.
Well, see, that's what I
So
wanted
the-
to do. I want to still touch bases
Yes.
with us
That-
old school
yeah, the
people.
generation
Yeah,
that-
because and then teach these younger generations, you know, the quality sound difference. Honestly,
Yeah.
because when you get something that's been streamed, everybody puts out different audios levels.
Okay.
So nothing sounds the same. So one song's higher, one song's lower.
Right,
But
there-
if you have
it's
a
not
CD,
mastered the
it's
way
mastered
through.
and engineered, and it's the same level. So you don't have to worry about turning your music up and down because they're all going to be at the same level.
Yeah.
So and plus it's fun.
That's
Yeah.
so true. So where's the CD input here?
On this one,
Yes.
it is on the back. Is this long enough?
I'll turn the mic up. Anna Bear says awesomeness.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
So on
And
the back of here, this is what I'm talking about. So this is your USB port. This is your auxiliary.
Let's keep it back here.
You see me?
I think so.
All right. All right. So this is what I enjoy.
It's like a car stereo, you guys.
That's all it is. But it's a 2019 smart receiver. It can even tell you where to go.
Oh, nice.
So you put your music in, and it plays. But I don't know if these songs are here approved for the radio,
okay,
so I might
yeah.
not turn it up.
Oh, it's okay. If just a few seconds, it's fine. We won't have to play the whole thing. But we can test it for sure. Oh, you guys, about to test this. I'm turning all the mics on. I'm turning all the mics on, you guys. Like, it's not even playing.
Put my trust in the bitch when I move better. Hit that lick when I move better. Fuck with them niggas when I move better. Family telling me to do better.
That's a clean sound, you guys. If you're not hearing it, it was just a little tease for you
Yeah,
guys.
it's a little
So yeah,
What I like about it is that you can even, you know, go new school, put your music on a USB.
on a flash drive, yes.
on a flash drive, put the songs that you want on, and insert it, and you turn it to USB, then it plays all day long. Whatever you want it to play, it'll play. So you go to source on here, you can do anything. It's gonna play any music you want to play all day long. So,
Nice. Well, you guys get to see what that looks like as far as it functioning, and we'll just turn it back around so you guys can see that cool face on it. That's called a cool box. It does have a real cool face. Now, I love the colors. They pop. I have to ask if you're a Steelers fan. 'Cause-
Honestly, no.
Okay,
I'm a
cool.
San Francisco 49ers fan.
Hey.
You know, so I keep it real.
That's what's
I'm
up.
not a Steelers fan. The reason this is black and yellow, because this
pops.
box was created for pop lockers, which I was contacted by Cool Boy from the West Coast Hoodbotic Pop Lockers.
Shout out Cool Boy.
Shout out to Cool Boy.
Is that K-O-O-L?
Koolboy. And Marty Moore, Marty McFly. So they have a group called West Coast Hoodbotic Pop Lockers. Well, he's the most featured pop locker in the West Coast. And he asked me, could I put this together before his birthday party, which was March 16th in Pomona.
Okay.
So he just gave me an idea and a vision. He said, look, let's get this box out there. Let's let people know I've been watching you. Let's put your work out there and see how it goes.
Yeah.
So I showed up to the release party, and it just took off from there. I mean, everybody has got them. I mean, at that night, it was like an exciting night. I had an interview on the red carpet with Shantae Gibson, Queen G Experience. Shout out to Queen G. Yeah, that's Tyrese Gibson's sister. So she is a social media expert, and she is really awesome at expanding your business. And with that, you know, she put it out there, and so many pre-orders came in after that night, and it's took off. Like, I wake up every day and I look and I'm like, more
How
orders.
many orders?
Yeah, but it's fun. You know, I
yeah.
don't stress on it. It's what I wanted to do.
Right.
And I have the time to do it. So I handcraft them. Everything is made right here in the United States and put right out here in the United States. So there's no problem getting stuff in from Korea. Or being damaged, you know?
And getting the imports.
But I love to really hand somebody something
and
instead
or
of shipping.
broken.
Yeah. Well, I guarantee them anyway. You get a lifetime warranty with me.
Nice.
So,
yeah.
but after then it just took off. But what we did now, since you said the black and yellow, is now we offer black in any color that you want. So if you want black and pink, black and red, black and green, whatever your color is, but it has to be black. 'Cause all the cases I buy are black.
Like Ford, he says you can have a car in any color, any Model T Ford. You can have a Model T in any color you want, just as long as it's black.
Yeah.
But now you get to have black plus one more color.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So that's what we're offering, and I'm just, I don't mind switching it up, And Snoop Dogg's like this color too. Shout out Snoop Dogg.
Hey, shout out Snoop. So do you have to, do they have to bring you a box, or do you have these already that you do they all get something unique, or do you just have these boxes laying around? How does that come together?
Okay, so like the first series that I put out, these had a shoe that simulated the Converse on the back, and everybody didn't like that, so a lot of people just want their name on the back of the box.
Okay.
So when they're dancing or whatever, their name's on the back. It just really works out. So that's.
But it's
what
nice. That's because it's custom,
Yeah, and then a lot of people, they like the old English writing, and some people don't. So it's up on request of what a customer really wants, and I'll do it.
So on the order form, let's just kind of give them a rundown. So if you guys are going to go to the website, you're going to go ahead and you are going to go to, let's see, you got Hill Foods. You can go over
that's
to
my store.
4851 Olivehurst. But for A Beats, you can go to abeatsaudio.com. Now, when they go there and they want to place an order, is it kind of like when they order a sandwich? You get this kind of box, or
I like to, because it's I'm really a family-oriented kind of person, and I like to fill out a person before, I like to know their ideals. So I like to talk to them. So I'd rather them call me.
Ah, nice.
That's what I've been doing, or inbox me, so I can get more information about what you want, what your color, what you like, and I can custom for you.
Direct conversation.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's how I've been doing it. Most orders are by text message, or or by phone, or inbox, or they've been on my website. But like I said, I still love to contact everybody. Like, I'm sending one to Brazil today.
Nice.
And it just took me a minute to translate everything, all the words and everything.
Oh,
but
nice. Yeah.
I got boxes in Africa, one going to Brazil, some in Hawaii. I mean, they're going all over the place. New York, they're just, all
How
over LA.
exciting!
Yeah. So, I get these pictures and videos, everybody dancing to them, and I just kind of, I sit back every day and people post pictures, and I'm like, I built that. Or my kids would be like, Daddy, that's your box.
Yeah.
Or like they'll see a commercial, or at somebody's concert, it'll be on the stage, and they'll be like, that's your box up there. And I think it was featured in a few movies lately. and a few
Okay.
commercials. So,
Oh, nice.
and I'm working on a billboard that's going to be put up in LA.
Okay.
So, and that should be next month.
Got to get one out here.
I know I'm
You
trying,
gotta
but you
get
know
one out
the
here.
crazy thing is it was launched down there, so
Mm-hmm.
it's happening a little bit faster down this way now. Everybody's picking up down. I do got some boxes in Stockton. Shout out to Stockton.
Hey, shout out Stockton.
I got some down here, so you'll be seeing them all over. But you know, in this business, you have to just go where it's really happening at.
Mm.
But I'm bringing it back to Northern Cali because that's, you know what I'm saying, that's where
Yeah.
I'm from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I just want to make sure that everybody gets one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm having a party which is kind of far away. It's a pool party. It's on June 29th. It's at 6201 Appian Way. That's 6201 Appian Way, Riverside, California, 92506. That's June 29th. And this is a mansion pool party. This is where you can meet a lot of celebrities, have a lot of fun, listen to 8 Beats audio boomboxes, and there's all kind of events. You can just look it up on my page. I'll be posting it today. Times and locations is 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. I know it's a little travel, but it's worth it. It's summertime. Come on out and have fun in a cool pool with the cool box.
Again, that's 6201 Appian Way in Riverside, California, 92506. It's a pool party with Anthony Beats. He's going to have his music boxes on display, and it's a way for you guys to not only check out the products. Are there going to be multiple ones all over, just different ones
There's
everywhere?
going to be so many booths set up. There's going to be basketball competitions. There's going to be
Oh,
weightlifting
nice.
competitions. There's going to be all kind of events going on here. It's going to be fun. It's
Okay.
fun for adults.
So you guys head
It's a
out
daytime
there
event.
10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Correct.
So if you guys got that information, if you didn't, hey, I don't know what to tell you. So now you guys you guys have an idea of what these boxes are. You've seen, Bump Box in the area, but now we have a new designer who's local, accessible. You guys can talk to him and personally create your order together. He has a few other things, so when you guys want to get out there and represent, you guys got some t-shirts, you guys got some hats, and they're nice. They come in which colors? I think
Yellow and black right now, but we got black and red and black and green. We have white. We have all kind of colors are being made right now. We have a
I do like
lot
those
of
hats.
apparel.
Those are nice.
Yeah, these are nice because they're fitted hats, so you can work out in these and represent A Beats Audio.
cool designs
Yeah.
too.
And this shirt is yours.
Thank
Might be
you.
a little big, but
Oh, that's okay.
it'll work for
I
you.
like to play with these because, you can always do fun stuff with
Yeah,
t-shirts.
you can tie it up on the side.
Yeah, t-shirts. But no, t-shirts are great. Thank you so much. I'm
Oh, you're
definitely going to have to rock this and rep it. So,
All right, appreciate
you
it.
guys want to make sure that you're catching it. And if you have any questions, okay, so Carissa Hill, he's the king of building boom boxes and puts passion, integrity into everyone he puts out, she says. You have to experience it in person to appreciate it. Hits hard. So shout out, thank you, Carissa, for
That's my
sharing
wife.
that.
Thanks,
Oh
wife.
yes, thank you, absolutely. So, and she would know best.
Oh,
She would
yeah,
know best,
yeah.
like of how passionate you are with that. But the fact that you've been doing it since you were 11 years old
Yes.
can definitely help people understand, what this is for you. This is your life. This is what
Yes.
you've done because the sound just emanates through you.
That's
so
correct.
here you are now creating ways for people to get that same feeling that you're trying to share. And
Yeah.
that's important because I don't think a lot of people understand what music really can be and do. Like a lot of people, it sounds good, but only to those who have a fine-tuned ear.
If you go on my page on Facebook on Anthony Beats,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see that I feed the homeless once a week in downtown Sacramento.
Yes.
And yes, I'm coming to feed the homeless here in Stockton. Talk about that in a little while. But once a week, I go to Loaves and Fishes, which is on North B Street in downtown Sacramento. And I pull up, and the homeless people see me coming, and they help me unload all the boxes. And I let them fill up bags of snacks, and it lasts them the whole week. But during this time, I'll pull out a box, and I'll let them dance. And it's so funny to see, or it gives me joy to see people that are in such a bad situation have happiness just for that small
Yes.
amount of time.
Yes.
So if I can make you forget about your troubles and everything that's going on and make you forget that you're homeless and you just dance and have fun and and you're eating,
Yes.
then that's what life's about. Life's about giving. You know what I'm saying?
How many people do we know do that? So how long have you been doing that for?
Probably feeding the homeless downtown. Probably almost the last year and a half. Because I have a small store, Hill Foods, and I've had that going on my 3rd year.
Okay.
So I don't want any food to waste. So once a week.
In and around there.
And like yesterday, I even donated to the mission in Marysville. And I'm just trying to find someone down here that can contact me, that can meet me, to get some food to help feed the homeless.
Speaking of that, I'm going to say, first off, thank you so much for caring so much about our people, for the people. And being able to know that music does that and brings that.
Yes.
There is an artist out here in the area that I've worked with a few times over for about a year's time, that they go out and feed the homeless. The artists come together
Yes.
and throw a little shindig for the homeless once a month.
Yeah.
And we throw a little concert for them, and we allow it to be open mic for them to come out and get on if they
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah.
We have found some amazing talent in the community, and yes, when they get to smile
Yeah.
and dance and laugh and forget about that, it's so beautiful to see that.
Yeah.
So you guys can reach and hang out with Anthony Beats out on North B Street, and that's awesome that your store contributes to this as well.
Yes.
So about how often are you looking for somebody to come and get that? Or
At least 2 times a month, you can meet me in Sacramento, or I can come halfway to Stockton or whatever, because I pull a big trailer and I
Okay.
pull like 4,000 pounds of groceries, so it's kind of hard for me to maneuver. But if you can meet me, and I will give you 5 to 10 boxes, big boxes of food,
Okay.
and bags to feed the homeless. That way you don't have to buy bags.
You got it. I'm gonna have to find a way to get one of these boxes and and just kind of bring the same vibe. It's cool box for Anthony Beats, Beats Audio, just representing and like building good vibrations in the world.
that's what
I
it's
mean,
about.
all the way from SoCal to NorCal and Brazil and Africa
Everywhere.
and just everywhere.
Yeah, I got a box in Ghana. That's crazy.
That's dope. Straight out of Cali. Straight out of Cali,
Yeah,
you know?
that's it, you
So
know.
rolling down Knickerbocker on your
yeah,
bike.
yeah, that was
You know?
yeah, that was interesting living over there. I mean, I love Stockton,
Mm.
but I remember one day my dog had some puppies,
Oh.
so went out the next day, all the puppies were gone. So I was like, my neighbor just took the puppies.
No way.
Yeah, it was just like, but see, I moved from Del Paso Heights
Oh, man.
to Knickerbocker.
Oh,
over there, and I'm Bordeaux.
Oh,
so
gosh.
I just thought I come from the toughest hood, and I was like,
My
it's a
puppies.
little bit tougher down here. So you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, so let me go back. But I mean, I even worked right here at the Port of Stockton. I mean, I worked all over down here.
Man.
So I had to make a living. So
Yeah,
and
that's
I was
right.
building boxes down here and
Yeah.
playing them, but people really wasn't paying attention then. Now they're paying attention.
That's right. Well, and now it's something to come back because now it's really needed in society. There's just a lot of stuff going on that people just are in their minds and becoming like an angrier population, I think.
Yeah.
And so we really got to get back to the good vibes and
Yeah.
creating good places for people to gather and have music and just express and dance. And
Yeah.
dance is like such an amazing thing you bring, and food.
Yeah.
It's just all wonderful. So I have to give a shout out to Van B because he has he said to me one day, he had an interview. He's from the Bay Area. He's an
Okay.
artist.
Yeah.
And he says FWM. What does FWM mean?
What would I call it?
If you're texting and you see FWM, it's
I don't want to say it. I don't know.
F with me, right?
Yeah, yeah,
F with
okay,
me.
okay,
So
yeah.
and then so I was like, the only thing I could think of is F with me. Well, he says he's gonna create. He has these T-shirts now. Family, FW, weed, and music.
Oh, okay.
Family, weed, or food, weed, and
Is
music.
all you need, is what he said.
It's all you need. So FWM, he's got that thing coming out. So, but yeah, so shout out to him because it's bringing people together. So you've been doing this. How long have you had the A Beats Audio Company itself?
The A Beats Audio Company, it's always been Anthony Beats, but in order for me to get my logo on my speakers, I had to shorten it up.
Okay.
So I made it A Beats Audio. So right now I have batteries, 6x9s, and woofers getting produced with A Beats Audio on them. So
Oh,
you'll be able to
nice.
buy
Just
that.
the sixes
Just,
and the
if you want to
nines.
put it in your car, you can
Oh,
do
nice,
that.
you guys.
So kind of like trying to be like Dr. Dre in a sense.
Yeah,
and have
no doubt.
my own stuff, you know.
Yeah, no doubt.
And, you know, so you got to build your own brand nowadays. You
And
know?
you got the ear for sound, and so that's what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
you are letting people know, like, you understand what the sound is coming through those speakers, and so when you're putting your name on those speakers, you're saying that those are quality speakers.
Yes,
So
that's right.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not going to use cheap stuff. You know, even if I don't make a lot of money, I just want to make sure you got quality stuff. That way it sounds good, you know. So I want you to be able to take it somewhere and somebody be like, I heard that around the corner. And that's what happens a lot. You know, it draws a crowd in because the sound travels. We were on the beach in San Francisco, and there was a guy parasailing. And he came down from out the air. He said, I heard that way out past the waves. He said, what is that? And
Wow.
I said Anthony B's
About how
boombox.
far out you think he was? At
he
least
was-
2-3 waves.
No, he was parasailing in the air.
Oh, he was parasailing.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So
Yes.
to hear it travel out over the waves, over the sound of the ocean, into the air, that meant a lot. I was like, you heard
Sound
it.
carries. Yes.
Yeah. That, so I was like,
And then he got totally fascinated by it. He's like, when I come down, I'm going there.
yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you can. There's a video on Facebook and Instagram. You can see me and my family was on the beach, and you can see the guy parasailing. And I didn't know he was going to come down and say that, but somehow he got in the clip, and I was like, wow, that's weird.
That's
you know?
very
But
cool.
It wasn't. We weren't out there to, you know, we were just out
Right,
there
you're
having
just doing
fun.
your own thing, yeah.
And show that you can take them out and have fun, and how loud it still is. And these are more smaller boxes that are loud.
Well, I was going to say, what speakers were in that box that you had out on the beach?
Same thing, probably some Kickers or Pioneers, you know. I use all top of the line. So what I did is so I can have my own brand is send these samples in to be remanufactured, even better.
Oh, nice.
So like if I send the pair of the Kickers in, they're just going to make it better with more ohms, more impedance to hold more wattage and make it lighter. So, you know, and we're trying to make them to where they're waterproof, like 100%
Oh, man, for
waterproof.
the boats. Hey, I was just talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, heck yeah. I mean, because I think it's lovely. You know, we're on the water. We see a lot of boats going by all the time. Been on boats, have boats. It's nice to have a good sound system on the boat.
Yeah, and be able to take it off the boat.
Oh.
So if you want to have a
that would be
party
nice, yeah.
on an island, say you go out and you dock your boat on an island, so now you take your box and set up your little tent, whatever you're going to do out there, now you're going to have a party. Or if you're camping, you take it out here, you make sure you charge your phone, you play your music, you have fun.
What's the favorite box of yours? Like, what's the coolest box you think you've made that you really enjoy?
I think the coolest box that I've ever made is the Barber boom box, which you can cut hair and play music. It has 2 5x8 speakers on it.
Oh, man.
And it has 2 plug-in ports, 12 volts, and you put 2 pair of clippers on there. So, like, if you want to go out and cut the homeless's hair, you can
They
cut
do that,
for 6 hours and
Yes.
play music and watch their dance and cut hair.
Oh, man.
I have a video cutting hair.
You guys
and
have
playing
to check
music,
these out.
You know, so I mean, if I see something, say I'm in a Goodwill, and I look at something, I'm like, I can do that to that, or I can do that to that.
You
And
can turn anything into a boombox.
coffee table, anything, you know, to where you can enjoy it, you know. So, and it's just that's my vision. So,
And that's what you do. That's
well,
your
I thought
specialty.
that's what everybody could do,
Oh,
you know. But I
no.
realized a lot of
Oh,
people
no.
they don't build their own boom boxes. They come up with the ideal. But so
Yeah.
me and my wife were talking about even having some kind of seminars or classes to teach people how to build boom boxes, so I can inspire someone else to want to create their
Absolutely.
own business. You know, so
And give them something to a purpose.
well,
You know, if that's
you know
something
how
that
it
they
feels
want to.
when you build something and you look back at it and you're like, wow, I'm proud of that. I did that. I want everybody else to have that feeling because that's what life's about. Life is so short, so you might as well have these precious memories and leave behind something. So when I'm gone and dead, people are still going to be dancing around my boxes.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So,
And being able to know that they were taught by you when you guys just start to open the classes.
Yeah.
That, you know, they learned from one of the best.
Yeah.
And that's so unique to be able to have that because it's hands-on
Yeah.
from the actual designer and the creator rather than it just being a class from a company that
Yeah.
says, oh, you guys can come check it out.
Yeah.
But like literally from you to ask those questions.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I can teach you to
Beautiful
build
thing.
anything. I mean, I did car stereo installation for a long time, and I got tired of getting the tickets.
Oh,
for-
did you? You're like, I could do this myself.
I even got tickets for excessive noise with these. And the Sacramento Police Department actually took one of my boxes into custody for 30 days.
Oh, my goodness.
I was like 14 or 15.
Oh,
And they said it's too loud. They said, we warned you before. I said, no, you never warned me. And they took it. So, and 30 days later, they had me come pick it up. and they took a Polaroid picture of me with the box.
Oh, okay.
So I've been trying to get this picture, and they just can't find it because nobody has files anymore, you know?
Right, close.
And I'm like, do you got? Because I want to have that Polaroid picture on every box that I create.
Oh, interesting.
You know, I want to kind of like take a copy of it and laminate on every box so that people understand that I've been doing this for that long.
So nobody's really seen. That's the only picture you have from when you were younger, is what you're saying.
I mean, everybody knows who knows me that I've been building these
Right.
forever. So.
But that picture would
That
let
picture,
people
I think
know.
that right there would kind of solidify the fact that they're so loud that the police department took it. And,
Yeah.
and the funny thing is, even right now as we speak, if you go downtown Sacramento to the federal courthouse, they have an art show. For the past week and a half, my box has been on display at the art show. So if you want to see a A-Beats audio boombox,
Yes, you guys.
you go downtown to the federal building, downtown Sacramento. It's on display. Or you can see it on my page in the federal building.
Has a A-Beats
Yes, you'll definitely see it.
box.
It's the first one in the front. They put it right in the front on the biggest stand. Hey,
I wonder why. Did you ever ask them why it's on display? What is what?
they just wanted to show how you can basically it's showing people that you can make bad decisions in life and have such a positive outcome with your life if you do positive things. So that's the message they wanted to show.
I think that's pretty interesting. You're in a museum. It's in a museum already.
Yeah.
But that's such a positive
Yeah.
thing. So, man, shout out
Yeah.
to you. Thank you so much for doing what you do.
Oh, thank
and
you.
continuing to just take it even further.
Yeah.
So, you just released these boxes in SoCal.
Yes.
Now, you're looking to bring them up NorCal.
Yes.
Whereabouts are you starting? Sacramento, of course. Sacramento,
that's ground zero.
Stockton.
Yeah, I mean,
Central Valley?
actually, they're all over down here. A lot of people order them, and I meet them, and they take them back, and they just show me where they put them in their house. Like, they already have a
Nice.
spot for them, you know?
Nice, nice.
And I'm pretty sure I have 3 of them in Stockton, so I'm pretty sure you guys will be seeing them soon. There's a lot of events coming up, and I'll even put it on the page to show you if you guys want to go see it.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a couple of people down here. I'd have to Google their name. I didn't get a chance to write it down that have them. But I can send it to you later, and that way you can like put it up. And
Okay.
maybe they can come by too and show you theirs.
I think that would
and
be
their
cool.
dance moves.
Or they can come by where we feed the homeless with
Yeah,
theirs
yeah.
and see how they
Yeah.
can really be part of the community to
Yeah.
uplift.
So I mean, it's really important that someone contact me so I can help feed this community.
Yes,
And-
absolutely.
And be able to have a truck because the boxes are pretty big. If you have
Mm-hmm.
a car, you're probably going to fit like 4 of them in there. But if you have a truck, then you can probably get 6 to 10 boxes, and you can feed a lot of people.
Nice. Let's talk about this figurine really quickly.
Oh, mini-me?
How did you come up with this figurine, and whose idea was this?
Well, actually, I was like, I kind of like.
If you guys can see that.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm kind of. You can see this little guy?
Cami O says, chase dreams and make them reality. Heal
Aw.
family and inspires others to do the same. Heart loves seeing good people succeed.
Shout out to Cameo 93Q. I see you. Shout out to Cameo. And thanks for supporting my store, Hill Foods, too. Appreciate you. So this little guy, I said, you only live once. I said, why not create a spitting image of me, but 5 inches? And I just thought, now I released this box, that I would release an action figure, and so I have some more getting made up. They're 3 inches, and they're more affordable. These are kind of expensive because of all that goes into it, because you have to do 2 different scannings. You got to do a scan for the box and a 3D scanning for me standing there, which is expensive. But as you see, they did the shoes and everything exactly the same. Well, I just wanted to be able to market myself and, shoot to the moon. I mean, if you don't try it, you don't know it. So I just said, and then I remember Hip Hop Trooper did the same thing. And I was like, wow. And I was like, and I'm standing there and I'm looking and I'm getting scanned and I see Hip Hop Trooper's name on the wall. So I signed my name above Hip Hop Trooper's name, and I'm like,
man.
wow, this is where, this is how it starts. And so now he's at all the Comic-Cons and stuff like that. So I would like to be a part of things like that and signing autographs and having fun and having people dance, So I kind of made myself like a boombox superhero.
Nice. I
So,
think that's pretty cool
yeah.
because that's something that you don't see too often, and even where they do have a lot of figurines, you wouldn't expect to see people in the music industry among them. So that's why I'm fascinated, and that's kind of cool that you bring in the thought of having it at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Because we do have Comic-Con that comes through Sacramento and Stockton.
Yeah.
And that's something that
I mean,
is
they love
not
to dance.
impossible. You can actually do that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, well, why not open up more doors?
Well, we'll have to call you when Comic-Con comes through,
That's
huh?
right.
Or at least the after party.
Shout out Comic-Con, don't forget me.
We will definitely shout that out. So I also want to give them your number. I'm going to go ahead and give them your contact. So
Okay.
we have cards here. You guys can pick them up here at the station, 231 Bedford Road, A Beats, or you can just go ahead and find Anthony Beats on Instagram, Anthony Beats on Facebook. It's Anthony's, Anthonys, Anthony's Beats, Instagram and Facebook, and then abeatsaudio.com.
Correct.
So contact him, get in touch. Let's
Or
see
you
what
can do,
guys.
like I like to do, I'm old fashioned. You can call me, 530-216-9408. That's 530-216-9408. I'd rather hear the voice behind the person that I'm sending the box to.
All right, you guys. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed that. And I didn't have anybody pop in with any questions, but if you guys have any questions, or if there's anything that you know that we should be sharing, anything more, you got the pool party going on. What's the date on that?
That is June 29th.
June 29th.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to create a few more events. It just takes a lot of permits in Sacramento and finding out who owns certain properties.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to put like a street dance off together to bring everything back to the streets and have a place where people can come and have fun. You know, so there's this perfect place, but I don't know who owns the property. But I've been going there and leaving notes and nobody's responded. So I'm going to find out.
You'll find out.
Yeah, and then we're going to have something going on within the next month or two. So, and that's what it's about, bringing everybody with all kind of skills together, dancing, graffiti artists, whatever, just everything that has to do, because dancing started with the streets.
Yes.
And I was talking to Cool Boy about it. He was like, you know, it's sad that people that street dance go on these shows like World of Dance, and they don't make it because they're getting judged by people that are
Refined dance. There are more.
well, they're
refined
they're
dancing.
different kind of, you know, ballerinas or whatever, you know, it is. So they judge you differently because you know they don't understand.
They don't
street
see the
dance.
art of it.
So now we're gonna have judges that are street dancers, like Money B, Cool Boy, hopefully Poppin' Pete. You know, just a lot of people that solidify dancing. You know, all different styles of dancing, and come together. That way, they can be judged by people that they look up to. You
Well,
know?
I don't know if you've heard of the Termites Crew.
No.
But we'll have to link you with Termites Crew
Definitely.
and Boggy Boys out of Stockton.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
IMAX,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
shouting
Well-
you guys out.
Oh, the Boggy Boys, we talk
Yeah.
every day.
Yes, I
They-
saw them. They have the fire on there.
Yeah.
But they know Termites Crew.
Yeah.
They know, and they're a big dance crew out here. They actually travel to other countries to
Yeah.
dance.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
and they get out there and they really just they have little contests,
I'm
little
nothing
competitions.
but a minute away. You
They're
know?
the only people that I know that do that out here.
So what we're trying to do is do the same thing as dancing. We're trying to have boombox competitions, like have a bump off.
Oh,
So
that's
why
what's up. Yes!
we've been challenging other companies, you know, to come on
Yes,
out.
that's what I'm talking about.
Win or lose is still fun. You know?
I want to do that with the, you know, the car shows. They do that.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. Like, I want to see like West Coast Audio, all these car audio shops.
yeah.
Like, literally take one car club each.
Yeah.
And then just have a whole showdown of like
Yeah.
when they roll through.
Yeah.
Who bumps the loudest? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
The thing about
the
cars-
cars have to handle it. They have
Yeah.
to have insulation.
Yeah.
They have to have like the way that they have it set up.
Yeah.
And it's so much that goes into being able to install sound.
Yeah.
And to make it sound good
Yeah.
when they're rolling down the street.
Yeah.
And so different companies might have a different way and system of doing things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, having competitions with
Having
the
a-
different designers coming out.
Yeah, having a bump off would be nice, and have
Absolutely.
like an annual bump off, you know.
Yes.
You know,
NorCal annual bump
yeah,
off.
so trying to come up with a boombox calendar for 2020.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'll be accepting pictures and from other people that build boomboxes.
You guys heard it. Send your pictures in. He's looking
Yeah.
for great pictures.
You have to build your own.
We have a
you
picture
know?
contest.
Yeah, and we'll have 12 slots. I got one. So there's 11
So you want
slots.
them to build the
boom box,
the boom box.
and send it in, and we'll get you on the calendar. So every year we'll have another one. So it'd be
Are there a lot of people that build them? Do you know?
Last year, 2018, if you look on my page, there was a World Boombox Build-Off competition. There's people that build these all over the world. I took third in the world.
Man.
I took third in the world last year, so I'm still pretty proud of myself.
That's dope,
Which I should have took first.
In the world.
In the world.
Who took first?
I think it was Zudio Electronics or something like that. I don't know.
Out of USA?
No. So the judges were for different countries.
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
So,
It probably was a different country or something that probably
so
won.
there were like 3 different judges. I don't know.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah,
I'm going to check it out.
I just posted it again recently for a lot of people that didn't catch it last year. I just put it up there, and you can see the judges' scores, and then you can see the box. So the concept, the judges said you can only spend $500, has to weigh under 50 pounds. You have to make a video if you buying these parts, and the theme is car.
Oh, nice.
So I built a Mustang boombox.
Nice.
With the cassette player.
Oh, nice. With the cassette player.
With the rear view mirror, with the black California license plates.
Oh, man.
The headlights are speakers. It's awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We're going to have to check that out. If you guys aren't going to check it out, I'll share it with you. I'm going to find it and share
you'll
it.
see it.
So I think that'll be something worth seeing down the road, especially as picking up momentum on trying to really inspire our people in our communities to really understand that there's more. Yes, we're stuck in ruts. Yes, we're stuck in crap. Yes, there's a lot of crap that's going around us that, we have to accept because it's in our face. And then until the change comes and happens, we just got to live our best life and enjoy the life that we live.
That's right.
And so music can totally do that. Having great sound coming through you, like shaking your bones, like that feels great. And it really does on a healing level. The frequency, the resonation of the sound vibration gets through you in a cellular level. And so
That's
it really
correct.
does do a different type of healing than medication.
That's true. That is medication.
It is medication.
Especially my box
Different
is
way.
medication.
Yes, healing. Brian Moreno says A Beats is the bomb.
Oh, that's Money B. You guys ever check out Money B? He is from the Money Playboys. Oh my God, he's an awesome, awesome dancer. He goes all over the world and teaches as well. Yes, you got to check him out. You guys got to check out my boy Brian Moreno, Money B. He's kind of untouchable in his form. He's really dope.
We'll have to check that
So
out.
yeah, he got some video on my page. He has one of my boxes too.
Okay.
And the first time he heard one of my boxes, he said, "I usually don't do this," but he lost control and started dancing at AM PM.
Oh, man,
So we
I
closed.
hear that.
We closed down the parking lot. I'm serious. Everybody just
I
started
believe
pulling
it.
up because they
I
knew who he
believe it.
was. They were like, "You're such and such," and I didn't realize at that time that he was that well known. And people were just pulling up, and the whole parking lot was just. It was. You'll see it on
Just
the page.
stopped, right?
That's the fun about this. It's just have fun. Just,
And that goes to show how clean the sound is, though.
Yeah.
Because when you have a dancer, because that's kind of I understand that when I go to a place, if the music gets me first,
Yeah.
right? And so as a dancer, like sometimes people are like, "Oh, you just sit down." I'm like, "I can't sit down. Like you don't understand.
Yeah.
Like my body wants to dance.
Yeah.
Like that beat is moving me, and
Yeah.
as much as I want to sit down,
Yeah.
like my body wants to like
well,
be in the
that's
energy."
what music's supposed to do.
Right. So when he's over here hearing that, and
Yeah.
like he just gets to move in, like that's that true
And
essence.
he has a smaller box,
Ooh-wee.
probably about half this size, and you can feel it in the ground when he turns it up. So and ever since then, I mean, he's always posted a lot of videos, but ever since then, I think he posted a little bit more, being able to feel the music. Before he used to like use his phone, and now it's like he's like, okay, now I can do this. I can go out somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes.
I mean, it's just awesome. And there's a lot of people. Even a cool boy from the West Coast Pop Lockers. He's taking his on the red carpet. He's nominated for an award in Vegas. He's the first pop locker to get an award. So he's
Man.
taking his on the red carpet and on stage to accept his award.
That's
this next
what's
weekend.
up. Like
So,
true B-boy bringing his box.
He said, "Why
You
shouldn't
know,
if you're a
straight-
dancer? Why shouldn't you have your own box?"
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
You know that's a
True.
part of it because that's where it started. Because back in the days, you had your box there, and you had fun. You know. So now everybody's just using a phone or headphones, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, back in the days, it was just boxes, you know.
Yeah.
And where I'm from, everybody, you know, they had, you know, you couldn't afford to go get a Lasonic or a Panasonic or, you know, one of these nice boxes with the lights on them. So we built them.
Well, all I'm saying is all of these cities around here need to start working on loosening up these sound permits and really allowing that, because they're going to have a lot more sound in these streets.
Yeah.
They're going to have a lot more sound, a lot more dancing, a lot more fun and hooping and hollering around the music with food in these streets.
That's it. That's what everything's about. My hashtag is putting the funk back in the fun.
Hey.
So I just, you know, the whole thing is just bringing everybody back together.
Yeah.
And you'll be surprised at how many people stop and dance. If I have a box playing, and you'd be like, oh, these old people are walking by. Oh no, they're coming to dance.
But they love it. Yes.
They're coming to dance. You know,
yes.
they, you know, and it's funny. They'll be like, I remember that song, and I'll be like, how? Well, it just came out. They'll tell me, oh, that's remix. That's not the original.
Yeah. There's a lot of remixes these days.
And I do the same thing to the youngsters nowadays too. They'd be like, it's a new song. I'm like, no, that's when I grew up, I used to dance to that song. They're like, no, you didn't. It just came out. So it's funny to, you know.
It is funny because they're like, oh, this new song. I'm like, no, that's a remix of something else.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So
where's the craziest place you think you've ever taken a box?
The craziest place I've ever taken a box would probably be, I don't know. In a bathroom? I mean, I take them all over, so it's really kind of hard to say the craziest place.
So it's not really crazy to you.
No, I mean, because I come from crazy places, so every place is, you know, I mean, I come from Del Paso Heights, California, where, you know, every place you go is crazy, but, you know, I don't know. I mean, I guess the craziest place now is in the federal building. My box, you know?
You're right. That is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I never thought I'd have, you know, I never thought I'd have a box in the federal building, but
that is really interesting.
So that's crazy.
That's crazy. That's pretty dope. Well, shoot, you're out of Sacramento. You're super local. You're super attainable. People can reach you. They got your number. They have your contacts on Instagram, Facebook. They know that you prefer the phone call.
Yes.
So you're approachable.
Yes.
You're looking to have all these amazing events. They can go out and help you and see you feed the homeless. If not, want to volunteer with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Out on B Street, North
B Street, downtown Sacramento.
That's Sacramento. You have the pool party out in Riverside coming up June 29th. We are looking to see you down the road with any classes for...
Yeah, everything is going to be... I'll be posting soon about got a lot of crazy ideas going on, but everything takes a little bit of intelligence. You can't just make decisions without looking at the legalities of everything. So I'm getting a little smarter. So, you know, I don't want to do this all for nothing, you know what I'm saying? So you got to watch out for brands. You got to watch out for you know, so many different things. You know? And so that's where we're at, you know. Want to give a shout out to Rob and Dave. I'm down here in your city. Bump Box. That's my homies too, you know what I'm saying? No lost love, you know. So, matter of fact, I might even stop by when I leave here. Yeah, but this is the beginning of many and many more boxes to come. Many more. And I have a lot. Like my wife looked at me yesterday, and I'm sitting in the living room. And she looks around. So her whole house is full with boom boxes. And she's like, I should take a picture of this. And I was like, go ahead.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, because, this is my life. So if I'm sitting there watching TV, I'm working on a box. That's how I relax. It's not work to me. So I work all day at my store, and then afterwards I'm doing wiring harness for these boxes. I have a method. It's like, it's easy to me. It's like braiding hair.
I was gonna say it's like people crocheting while they're sitting there watching TV. They're actually crocheting blankets and things like that. So it's like you're just working with your wires.
Yeah, a lot of people have to hear it when they're hooking it up. I know what I'm doing so much I can just. And then plug the harness up, plug the battery up, and then we dance.
Do any of your kids come and already show interest? They want to help you out?
My 5-year-old, my daughter, if you look at my page, she's been walking with me in all kind of video shoots and photos since she can barely walk.
Man.
You know, she has her own box. She has her own video. You got to look on my page. Her name's Island Hill. She has her own little double Dutch box, and she did her song, and I didn't tell her what to do. She just took the box and walked. Then she set the box down and started dancing. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
It was like crazy. So I'm like, yeah, she's the one. So she'll probably be taking over, you know, Island Beats, not Anthony Beats.
But that would be cute though, because Island Beats is a
tropical
cute name.
Boxes. Yeah. She'll put palm trees on her boxes.
You already know. You already have the whole
I'm pushing her out there. She's gonna be like Ryan's tour review.
Hey, that's the truth though. That's
you know,
the truth,
nowadays
because,
social media could elevate you to a level, especially
Yeah.
these younger generations.
Yes.
If you do everything
Yes.
right and don't do anything wrong, because people can pull up all your wrong stuff you did.
Always.
So if you pull up, you know, all this good positivity stuff, then you can go a long way.
And
you
I
know?
think it's absolutely amazing to be able to show the youth the way to go too.
Yeah.
Even at an early age, they can
Yes.
own businesses. We have Tommy Carr out of the area. He does a lot of feeding the people out of the Bay Area out
Yeah.
here. And his son wanted an ice cream truck. So he's like, son, instead of you getting ice cream and wanting the ice cream from the ice cream truck, why don't you just get an ice cream
Yeah.
truck? His son, very young, has now 11 trucks.
Wow.
So
I'm
he
proud of
has
him.
his own ice
I don't
cream
even know him, but I'm
company,
proud of him.
right?
Yeah.
And so it's like you hear Island Hill's gonna
Yeah.
have her her
Yeah.
little boxes,
Yeah.
her little boom boxes, and
Action figures.
and her action, yeah. And so it's just starting,
Yeah.
you know, that whole pathway. And I
Yeah.
think it's absolutely amazing growing the youth in our area. So thank you so much for coming out here.
you.
Thank you so much for sharing. And
thank you
I
for
mean
inviting
that
me.
you are sharing with the world like your passion, and
Yeah.
that you're not just kind of keeping this to yourself and doing it for yourself, but you're doing it for so many.
Yeah.
It's such a
Yeah.
healing of the nation, and I think it's an amazing thing. They super duper look cool because they are cool. They're so, and they're
Everybody
not all
says
the
that.
same.
Yeah.
I've been fascinated by them because they're not all the same.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm just like, man, he's just making it out of anything.
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 Yeah.
And if you guys get a chance to go check out his page, if you haven't already, oh man, you're going to see what I'm talking about, what we're talking about, what he does, and so many things. I'm going to be checking out the competitions that you're talking about. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
checking out.
I'm just trying to find somebody to go in competition, you know? I mean, that's,
Nice.
you know,
Yeah, I'd like to see who out of
Yeah.
the area
Yeah.
does that.
there's a lot of people, you'll be surprised when you go on my page,
Uh-huh.
like look at the judges' score, right?
Uh-huh.
And all their names are there for people to build all over the place.
Wow.
And just research them.
It makes me want to, okay, so there's like a lot of, I don't know if they're homeless, but there's a lot of people that are in the streets.
Yeah.
They're out on their bikes.
Yes.
But there's like this one person that goes like down my street, like even at like 2, 4 in the morning, and has a box about this size,
Yeah, he's
and you
booming,
can,
huh?
yes,
Yeah.
it's louder than cars.
Yeah.
Like he puts cars to shame.
So that means that
And
he just
it's
needs
just-
the opportunity.
it's a big box.
He just needs an opportunity and a place to build
Yeah.
for people to put on their boxes.
Mm-hmm.
So if he ever takes that time and that vision and be like, okay, I'll make a decision. I want other people to enjoy this, or me go see somebody else riding on a bike with my box on
Right.
it. Then he can make a business out
If
of it.
that's
So
something
that's
he
all that
wants to
makes
do.
is just make a decision to do something positive with
Right.
with what you have up here. Mm-hmm. You know.
And to do more with it.
yes. You know.
You're so right about that. Well, for anybody out there who is looking to, you know, get into it, or, you know, you want to know more, you know where to hit him up. You got Instagram, you have Facebook, Anthony's Beats, and you got a phone number here on the feed. You guys check those out. Is there anything else you want to share with them?
There's
before we
probably
head
so much
out?
more I want to say, but
Pool
I ain't really
party.
want to leave anybody out. But I'm gonna tell my wife I love her. See you soon. If you guys ever want to come get some real good food, you can come to Hill Foods at 4851 Olivehurst Ave. That's 4851 Olivehurst Ave, Olivehurst, California 95961. It's only 45 minutes from right here, so it doesn't take you long to get there.
So it's a restaurant.
No, it's a store.
It's a store.
It's a it's not a supermarket, but it's a store, and we have everything. If you go on our website, you can see everything we have. We have so much stuff. It's great. I should have brought you a snack bag. You're gonna be mad at me when you see all the stuff I have.
Oh, man.
You're gonna be, you know.
So people can just go pick those up, huh?
Man, it's
Man.
crazy. Our store, I started out with a Snicker bar standing on the street and sold them all, and bought a pallet of Snickers
Mm-hmm.
and stood on the street, sold them all. And then I looked at my wife and I'm like, wow, this is the way to go. So now we have a market.
Nice. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and have you guys get that information. I'm going to put it in on the post viewing of this. I'm going to go ahead and put that information in because I don't want to take up too much more time. We kind of have gone over a little bit. But I want to thank you so much, Anthony
Thank you.
Beats, for coming on out here
Thank you.
and sharing with us all of your boom boxes, this one particularly, the cool boxes, and the cool boxes are coming in multiple colors.
Multiple colors.
They're going to be on display along with so many more events that are going to be happening out in Riverside at the pool party June 29th. Check out his products. Come out there. You guys, it's an opportunity for you to network. You can go out to North B in Sacramento to check him out when he's feeding the homeless and to help volunteer with that. He is looking we're going to be working here in Stockton. We're going to be doing that out here. For people to be out here and to gather together to do the same thing here in Stockton. He has his store out there, and it's Olive Hurst, California. Hill Foods. It's Hill Foods.
It's not that far.
In Olive Hurst, California. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoy the show. If you guys have any requests or would like to find out anything else, you have the contact information.
That's right.
Look for him at Comic-Con. Shout out to
right.
Comic-Con. We're going to put that in the
That's
universe right now.
That's right. I want to be there. Hip Hop Trooper, bring me.
No doubt. All right, you guys. It's been our day. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
On the voice of San Joaquin and Stockton.
That's right.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl RawNé, and you are tuning in to Rise and Shine 209, the voice of San Joaquin and Stockton's morning show.